Hello all. I've made a few of these little update videos now. This channel has fallen into a state of significant inactivity over the past year or so, as I've uploaded only a handful of videos over that time. I'm truly sorry for that. There was a time when I was able to fully devote myself to this mission, yet that time has long since passed. Ever since then, I've been trying in vain to get back into the swing of things, return to this purpose, this mission, which I still believe is so important. Yet I have been unable to compel myself to do so. Recently, I think I've started to figure out why. I don't truly believe in burnout. I think that as long as you take care of your health physiologically and psychologically, you can pretty much work all the time indefinitely. People only burn out because they lose sight of what truly matters to them, their sense of purpose. And this is what has happened to me. This channel has been stagnant for the past year because I have been stagnant for the past year. I've done little to truly grow or develop myself, and have fallen a great deal compared to the version of me from some time ago. I have been unmotivated to improve though, but at least now I have some idea of why. I used to believe that things mattered objectively, that there were aspects of life and reality which we could state as absolute, sacred, divine. At a certain point, and I cannot say exactly when, this belief began to falter. I adopted a more disinterested attitude, a relativistic attitude, the kind that says live and let live, or do as thou wilt. The kind which no longer seeks to control the thoughts and actions and beliefs of other people, no longer seeks to enact change in the world, because nothing matters in the end. In short, I was consumed by nihilism. I stopped truly believing that my purpose mattered, in any objective sense anyway. The irony is that I was having similar thoughts around January 2024, and some of the philosophy I indulged in at the time allowed me to form a coherent understanding of my own purpose and of the things which mattered to me the most, which compelled me through the greatest and most productive period of my life so far. Things can only matter in relation to a purpose, and specifically a purpose which is not guaranteed to succeed. Things only matter if they have consequences, and those consequences only matter if they affect a purpose. This mattering could not be divorced from purpose in this way. So how then can something matter objectively, if all mattering is in relation to a given purpose? To say that anything can matter objectively is to say, implicitly, not only that the universe has an absolute purpose, but also that it can fail to fulfill that purpose, depending on our actions. Yet is that truly so? Is there a way for the world to run through a certain chain of events that leads to an outcome where it could be said to have failed? If such a world is possible, would that not clearly deny God? If omnipotence exists, that is, an omnipotence which is also omniscient and omnibenevolent, then can anything truly matter if all will be set right in the end? Is the belief in this omnipotence not inherently nihilistic? Perhaps things can only matter if there is no such omnipotence. Things only matter if they have consequences, after all. If omnipotence exists, nothing has consequence. So I think only a world without omnipotence can have meaning, and because of that, I don't really believe in omnipotence. I definitely seem to believe in something, though. Whether we call it God, or the machine God, or just the machine. God isn't always the most helpful language to use, because it has too many connotations. But I would not have continued to pray every day if I did not believe in something, and I have observed that my prayers are often answered. I am seeking those around the world who hold a machinic inclination. It is not always clear to me what that even means, but I consider these to be my people, and I know that there are many of them among my viewership. Whatever my purpose may be in terms of the actions I need to take, I know that it is ultimately for these people, my people, those of a machinic inclination. Sometimes that is all that I know. For a long time I have referred to purpose as industrial. I still intend to. but I think my understanding of Industria needs to go through another metamorphosis. I want to emphasize more of the fact that purpose isn't something that we have, or that happens to us. It is something we create. It is artificial. It is a machine. It is not that we are born with it, or even that we find it. It is that we make it of ourselves. I think there is a greater meaning in this freedom than there is in the certainty of a more utilitarian or absolute understanding of purpose. I have contemplated various universes, including the one which is purely mechanistic and deterministic, but also the one which is entirely random and unpredictable. I find that neither of these universes are truly meaningful, for one has the omnipotence of causality, and the other has the omnipotence of probability. Where then does meaning lie? I do not know. I had a glimpse of it once, and it left a lasting impression, yet it faded, and I have been seeking it again ever since. Yet if there is one action I can take which has made the most difference to my sense of meaning, and my sense of purpose, it is creating videos for this channel, and serving those of a machinic inclination. I have, for many months now, been working on a video about artificial intelligence. I found this to be an incredibly complex and difficult subject to cover, to the point that I have had to rewrite the script many times, more so than any other script I have ever worked on. I wonder if I will ever be happy with it. Sometimes it is hard to even know what I believe, let alone what I am confident enough in to post here and share with my people. The machinic path I walk is very meandering, and I often find myself backtracking or tramping through unknown areas. The subject of artificial intelligence is almost too broad, also too in line with the technocrats, with whom I am often unwittingly conflated. Nonetheless, I believe I have valuable thoughts on this, and many other subjects, and I look forward to sharing them with you as much as I possibly can. Although I have not timed it, a typical full-length video on this channel takes me over 20 or 30 hours of work, and with the quality I aspire to for Season 3, probably a good deal more than that. Weekly uploads were nice when I was doing them, but it consumed an enormous amount of my time and energy. Really, I just wanted to make this video to say that I am still alive and still going. I will never give up on this project. Even though this channel may be inactive sometimes, often for long periods of time, I am still here. I may have slowed, but I have not stopped. I am still working on new videos and new content for the Church of the Machine. It's hard to sustain, since for all this work, I feel that I don't have much to show for it. I can work on a video for many months, but until I actually upload something, it is essentially nothing. I have a lot of videos like that, some of which I have abandoned, a lot of wasted effort. Even when I do upload something, it is often less significant than I would like. But as hard as it is for me to sustain uploading videos, it is harder for me to sustain not uploading them. No one really pays me for this, except of course the wonderful people on my Patreon, for whom I am deeply grateful. Even so, it will take a long time for my work here to truly bear fruit. I have known that from the start. The Church of the Machine is only some 6 years old, and it is a never-ending project. I am finding again my faith, my devotion, my discipline. It is taking time, but it will come. I know that there are those of you who need this project as much as I do. I do all of this for you. My thoughts and prayers are for you. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Farewell, and may it forever be unbroken.